Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream on the Racing Joker channel. Today we are playing The Sinking City. It is a game based in the Call of Cthulhu mythos. It's a long game. It's a lot's going on. Let's just make sure everything's fine. We want VSync on. Epic Ultra. Just have that on Epic for now. Yeah. Difficulty. Investigation, newcomer, combat. Evidence in your casebook will have an icon to indicate you can use it to advance the case. Normal. Monsters have standard health. Okay, so we want hints. All right, let's start a new game. First, let's just pause briefly. Excellent. Time to play a new game. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city. Let's try that again. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled across the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Very spooky. I don't want to skip. Am I having an attack? Reflections, don't like reflections. What is that? Navy buddies. Did I just take laudanum? Ugh. This seems really unpleasant. Relax. God damn. Are we having an out-of-body experience right now? I think that captain needs his license revoked. What the hell is that? It's not a great situation. Why would you do that? Oh, look, a city. A drowning city. Okay. Had one of those dreams where you feel like you're falling in the dream, and then it wakes you up. I hate that. I hate that, especially when you think you're being eaten. Especially when you think you're being eaten. Karen ship. What the heck is that? Folding camera. A gun?
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
A gun in Cthulhu? What? What? Dear Mr. Charles Reed. Okay. New case. How do I... Okay, C opens your casebook. How do I select things? Where do... I am Speedo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont National Park is waiting for you.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Why can't I look at that? How do I... How do I... How to play? Combat. I'm surprised there's combat, considering this is freaking Cthulhu. You're not... It's not common for you to be able to fight things you encounter. Why? Okay, got some gunpowder, coil springs, and shell casings. Oh, items. Aha! Let's load this. Nice. I have a brick. What the hell even is that? Photo of trophy plate. Trophy plate with a strange fish, if you can call that a fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh. Okay. Oh, a skill tree. Nice. I'm doing good. How about you? Side cases, aka side quests.
Now get out.
Okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour.
That is a very...
Is its most important.
That is a very yellow suit. Nice suit.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Press A to suspect.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Lee. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
The flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the
Jeez.
city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
This is quite terrible and very dangerous, but don't you just love the atmosphere of the flood and the rain and the everything?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has
Robert
dedicated
Throgmorton.
time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Uh-oh.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Is he a fish? Is he a fish person? Yeah, it's a somewhat new game. It came out in 2019. The Epic Games exclusivity contract just expired, so it's on other platforms now, and so I didn't have to get it on Epic Games, because to heck with Epic Games. Yeah, this is called The Sinking City. Call of Cthulhu.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Okay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you.
Woohoo!
There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia.
Ooh, intelligentsia.
Like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont
like that
really
word.
have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
I like that word, intelligentsia. I'm gonna have to use that.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get.
That's helpful. That's very helpful.
The city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
I will show up when the plot requires it. Let's just quickly pause. Excellent. You guys will let me know when the sound is an issue. Ugh. What are you praying to? Are you praying, or are you going, holy shit? Is this that newfangled thing they call water? I was born yesterday. I have a feeling it is possible to fall into the water. So let's not do that.
Hey, knock it off!
Oh. Sorry. Very interested in Death Stranding. I don't actually know much about it.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
I beg your pardon? I was hoping I could knock him into the water, but no, he actually had something to say. I have a feeling that's Throgmorton. What the hell is that? What is that? That's just weird. Extremely weird.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston.
Go
You
away.
might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Am I unpaused? Yeah.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is...
I'd rather do a favor for him before I start asking him for stuff.
Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Should we ask him about his face? What's wrong with your face? Now, is this the I can't remember which book it was. The one where some thieves break into a house and they basically find like ape man person because some guy fucked an ape and had ape people children. Is that what this is about?
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's diplomatic.
Because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage.
That guy's face.
Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Exquisite features.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground.
Oh.
Those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed.
Huh.
Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Wow. Shadow over Innsmouth reference.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Seems a little sarcastic.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Vera.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see.
Vera.
Thank you.
Wait, a blend? A blend of what? Nonsense and English? I think we need to play that 4 clip. All words are made up.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay, I'll find it myself.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Newcomer. Hey! Oh! NFS World update should be out Friday evening. Any cool info as to what that might entail? What's in the update? That's pretty cool. New cars, patches, bug fixes.
I've said everything I know.
I'm not a cop. I'm literally a new. Were you not paying attention? He said that lifeboat was on the shore. Here it is. Titania. Where's
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
That's what I was thinking. That is actually what I was thinking. Okay. What the fuck is that?
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Is it the glow-in-the-dark fucking green shit?
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
My blue bar on the left is going down. Why is that? It's going back up again. It didn't like it when I was looking at the helmet. It's probably ectoplasm or something weird. Actually, would ectoplasm be in fucking Call of Cthulhu? Is that actually a thing here? God, this place is nasty. A good looking game though, actually. It's not AAA stuff, but it's what even is that? What are these things, man? 3 new cars, 3 new forged editions. Oh, I know about the forged editions. New performance parts, fixes for new tracks, fixes for some cars. Awesome. Sweet. I assume this is the fisherman's house.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer, and keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay. But you can't see my hands when I'm in here, you You chub. Do fish live here, or do people live here? Just because you're a fisherman's house doesn't mean you have to let everything become... Again, I guess there is a flood, but still. Is this what fishermen do with fish? Is that a catfish? I can't tell. It's all deformed. That's not catfish. But that looks like it could be catfish. I'm not sure. I am not sure.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
That's fair. Where's the dog? Gunpowder, shell casings.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Is that a contradictory observation? Or is that actually... Is that an okay thing to say? Okay, that's a way to go upstairs. Not a... Doesn't seem very sanitary. Ugh. Ugh. That's charming. Prince Charming. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find, newcomer.
You go from high pitch to low pitch. Huh?
Let's see what you find, newcomer. No.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Has it been tossed? It's a big hole in the fucking wall. Throgmorton's over there. This guy looks like he's having a great time. All that acid.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
He's probably a fisherman. Let's hear what happened first.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis.
Lewis.
We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on
Barry.
his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Okay, so they brought back the Monkey Man's son, and he was mad after going on a deep-sea expedition. Deep-sea expeditions are never a good idea in the Cthulhu universe.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Who is K? Probably just, a god, right?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Where are the others?
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything, and I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Lewis. What happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
Okay.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Fair enough. I need to save. And I will be back. What do I think new cars will be like? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I look forward to seeing them, especially the forged things. I think that'll be interesting. New performance parts. The 3 new cars as well. Should be cool. I'm going to go out and get ready for Pixel Hunt, though, the show. And then we're going to do some Star Wars The Old Republic afterwards. See you guys in a bit. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.